6:30.
Okay, let's step down. Is to help you to get you to surgery.
Yes.
For the surgery, I want you to be around 500 pounds.
So she's got to lose about 130 pounds. It's kind of crazy because when I heard her say 630, I'm so used to watching 600 pounds live and just seeing people different weights, and I thought that she'd be closer to the 700s personally. But obviously at the same time, I'm unsure obviously how tall she is, because obviously height matters when you're trying to judge someone's weight. The taller you are, the more likely you're going to weigh even more than you would be if you're slightly shorter. 630 pounds is still a lot. I just feel like 600-pound life has conditioned me to see 600 as a weight that's still crazy, but not crazy enough because it must be normalized. But yeah, no, that's crazy work. So she's got to lose 130 pounds. Okay.
If Nisha decided to do this, would she have to lose weight? This is your appointment. If I wanted to have my appointment.
To be fair, her friend has got a point though. Like, yo, this is my appointment, not your appointment. You know what I mean? I didn't ask you to speak for me. I didn't come in for me. I came in for you. You know what I mean? Leave me out of it. I'm not ready to do this type of stuff just yet.
Recently?
Mm-hmm. What was it? Like 425?
But then again, she's not that tall. She's quite short. So there's a chance that she may be the 425. But I'll say she's probably pushing more near the 500s than she is with the 420. And also, I don't believe that's when she last weighed herself. I feel like maybe if she weighed herself 6 months, maybe a year beforehand, maybe that's what she was then. But currently now, again, height is a factor, so she may be that. But either way, though, the fact that she's in the 400s should tell her that, hey, I need to jump on this bandwagon too. I need to get my weight right.
425?
Mm-hmm. But I'm not with the surgery. I don't know. I'm just not for it. But that could be our goal together. If you have to be on a certain diet, I'll be on that diet with you.
She's not for the surgery. Let's have a correction. You're just not for the weight loss. There's nothing to do with the surgery. You just don't want to lose the weight. Yeah, she says that, yeah, I'll be in a diet with you. But when she said that, how many people actually believed her? Let me know right now when... That was Nisha, right? Yeah, see, that was Nisha, yes. This Jazz and Nisha, see, yeah. So when Nisha said that she would go on a diet with Jazz, let me know in the comments if you believed her.
With Jazz being on the weight loss shot, she has help and I don't. So it's kind of harder for me.
I'm sorry, but your friend is on the weight loss shots. But who said that you can't be on the shots? That's what I would like to know. Nobody said that you can't be on them. You can be on the weight loss shots as well if you wanted to be. If you really wanted to lose the weight and you wanted something to help you suppress your appetite, you wanted something to, you know, push you along the way, you would do it. So the fact that she's like, it's harder for me because, well, I'm not on the weight loss shot, so yeah. But in reality, away from the weight loss shot, that's not why it's harder for her. And that's something that we are going to get into. But to be honest with you, I wasn't expecting the friend to be on the weight loss shot, obviously, when she was told about losing the weight. Is it something that I'd recommend? I mean, listen, it's proven to be reasonably safe, so why not? Especially when you are at the weight that these ladies are at. I mean, there's people out there who use weight loss shots and they're not even touching the 400s or 600s. Some people use it like when they're just touching the late 100s to the early 200s, you know what I mean? I mean, listen, at the end of the day, each is of their own. Whatever you feel like helps you lose weight or maintain a certain weight, if that's what you see is best for you, do what you gotta do. It's entirely up to you, you know what I'm saying? But don't do anything that the doctor did not approve. That would be my opinion. If the doctor did not approve the jab, did not approve whatever it is that you may be taking, then really and truly, it's a sign to tell you that you shouldn't be doing it.
How much weight have you lost?
I'm down 40 pounds.
Period. Okay.
40 pounds. I'm not gonna lie to you. I at first thought, I don't think she's gonna lose that much. Not because I didn't believe in her, but purely because of her roommate. Because at the end of the day, in the first episode, the roommate showed verbal support, but when it came to the actions, she wasn't really gonna support. That's the energy that she gave off anyway. But she pulled through.
I've only lost 40.
Sorry, so I'm lying. But the friend didn't pull through in helping her. The jab pulled through in helping her. My apologies. Because from what I can tell, her diet hasn't changed. She's not eating anything healthy. She's still eating the same stuff, just smaller portions because of the jab. If it works, it works. As long as the doctor says that it's a good idea. Because realistically, yeah, you're losing weight from the jab, but if you're still eating the same crap, well, then you're still putting crap in your body. So yeah, you may lose the weight, but your body will still feel like absolute garbage on the inside because you're putting garbage in the inside.
Pounds. And I know it might seem like a lot, but it's not, because technically that means I still have 90 more pounds to lose.
I mean, 40 pounds is a lot to lose, to be fair. It is a whole lot to lose. I mean, obviously, I don't know how long it took her to lose it. I'm going to assume, actually, no, it was a month. That's yes, because this is a month after they met the doctor. So 40 pounds in a month is a good number, to be fair, especially for someone of her size. It is a good number. Because I think doctor now usually would recommend you lose 100 pounds in the space of 2 months. So 40 pounds in the space of a month. Yeah, something to be proud of. But I do like the fact that she feels as if it's not enough, because it's showing me how eager she is to want to get to that 130. I just hope that the number being 40 and not being higher than what she wanted isn't going to discourage her. But right now, she's shown no sign of her being discouraged by the journey, which is what we want to see. Okay? We don't want to see her being discouraged. We want to see her push. We want to see her being successful.
I don't know, you ain't fool.
I'm sorry.
Jess, I just sat up here and cooked all this food.
And trust me, I want it.
And this is the problem with the friend. Listen, she took a jab. She took a jab when she was supposed to. And luckily, it suppressed her hunger again. So therefore, instead of eating your junk, she had a small little portion. That's all she could fit. But the friend is not happy because she spent all that time making the food and she ain't even gonna eat all of it. But the thing is though, right? This is how much of a nuisance a friend is.
I needed to take the shot. It's a weird feeling, like you just be feeling like you're full of gas and stuff.
But see, after you ate, because you knew I was cooking, we need to figure out your new weight scales or your food weight scales or whatever, because.
So the friend wants her to take the jab after eating rather than before eating. We need to figure out your little situation here, because if I'm cooking, then I want you to eat all the food. But how much food is it? How much food is a friend cooking?
I'm not gonna be wasting time cooking all this food and you don't eat it.
Every large ass portions like you feeding an army.
I am.
This bitch called me an army.
So, end of the day, the fact that the friend is cooking that much food, that is enough for the army. And the insult was just unnecessary. But that is crazy work. It's a good thing that she's taking the jab before eating. It's a good thing that she isn't in this mind where she's like, you know what? Let me eat all the food first and then I'll take the jab. Because then you're defeating object. I'd imagine so. So I like the fact that she's prioritizing the jab over the food. Prioritizing the jab over her friend's opinion. Prioritizing her health and her weight loss over her friend's opinion. But the only problem is that she's going to have a different opinion that she's going to struggle with, which is the family's opinion. Well, we're about to get into that one. And that one was a very interesting one. And it did not disappoint because it was exactly what was expected.
And I call you know,
Call me an army.
let me get one of these mac and cheese right here. Hey, can you pass me that? Hold on, let me do this.
Look at this. Oh yeah, docs. I'm gonna do the diet with her. Yeah, I'm gonna lose the weight with her. Oh yeah, so because she's in a jab, it's easy for her to lose the weight. She says as if she was going to try. We can see it in front of our faces right here, in front of our eyes right here. The woman's putting a whole donut in her mouth. Got 1, 2, 3 bags. Okay, crisp. And then also on top of that, you see these little extra cookies and muffins and stuff. She also carries that with her straight to her room. But she wants to sit there and tell the doctor that she's going to do the same diet as her friend. She wants to sit there and talk about how her friend is doing better not only because she's on the jab. When, hold on a minute, look at the amount of food in your freaking possession. And she wants to tell us that she's 425. Okay. The way I look at it is if Jazz continues the way she's going and she does end up losing the weight by the end of the season, it looks to me if they end up doing another season of the show, I've got a feeling that it's going to go one or two ways. See, well, one, they'll do another season with both of them, but this time it'll be about trying to help the friend. But the thing is, this is called 1000 pounds Roomies. So you both have to be in a position where your amount together is going to end up being £1,000. Now, of course, with the Slaying Sisters, that's not necessarily the same anymore because they're not £1,000 anymore, really and truly. But more of the situation is I do generally feel like they may do this thing where they bring in different roommates per season. Because I don't know if they're going to still be able to do the same thing if one gets healthy and one doesn't. You see what I'm saying? Because then it defeats objects. Same as £1,000 best friends. What did they do in that one? Once one lost weight and another one decided not to come back, they then replaced them with other people. So I reckon, and to be fair, I feel like it would be better if they did it that way, where each season it is a different pair of people. It doesn't have to be, listen, it might even be 3 people who are roommates. You know what I mean? But either way, though, I do feel like that's probably a better way, rather than bringing back the same people again and again. But I'm not against it. I'm just saying if one loses weight or if they both lose weight, then there's no need for them to be on a show called 1000 Pound Roomies. Then it doesn't make any sense. And then if they want to, they can have another. Then they can create a spin-off show for them too. You know, Nisha and Jazz living it large. I don't know. You know what I mean? Nisha Nash conquering the world. I don't know. Whatever mumbo jumbo. But nonetheless, though, let's get back into the nitty gritty. But let me know your thoughts though. Would you prefer if they brought in new roomies per season or they kept the same 2? Let me know your thoughts.
Okay.
When I make a Sunday dinner, first of all, everybody has to be there on time. Everybody have to sit down. And most important, if you put it on your plate, you got to eat it.
And most important, if you put it on your plate, you got to eat it. So basically, most importantly, if I'm going to make you obese, I'm going to make you morbidly obese, I'm going to pretty much put your body in a position where it's going to die. It doesn't matter as long as you eat the plate. Bad role model. She thinks that she's being tough with these kind of statements. You're not being tough. You're being selfish. That's why the whole family be big. It's not cool.
It is something else that's been going on. Granny, I know your feelings about it, but I'm thinking about having weight loss surgery.
Oh, Jazz, you know how I feel about that. Well, how do you feel about your granddaughter potentially dying in the next 4 years, if not less? To be fair, I'm surprised that Jazz didn't bring that up, because I know I would have brought that up.
Mom, because my starting weight was I was over 600 pounds.
Okay, and you lost 40, so that means if
And your last finally, so that means, does a mother even know how weight loss even works?
you want to do it, you can do it. Something happening to her. The risk.
Me and my doctor have a plan, and to lose 130 pounds.
If you can lose 100 pounds, then why are you doing the surgery? Because it's an easier option or something?
Overeating too, and I'm doing what I'm supposed to do.
You know, my mom had it. My mom had
Yeah,
the
but
surgery.
I know a lot of people had it and was successful, but they're not in my family.
Right.
You know, sometimes rather than make assumptions, you should ask questions. Like, to be fair, the mom is asking questions, but she's not really asking them in ways that's applicable. Why? Look at it this way. If you're trying to better your life in whatever way you're trying to better your life, and you are around people that are in your way, remove those people out of your life immediately. Immediately, because they are not worth being in your life. They are not good for you. They are not healthy for you. No one should be in a position where they are trying to better themselves, but the people around them are trying to slow them down, drag them down, trying to restrict them, telling them no, they can't do it. That behavior is not acceptable. If the family, and it's crazy because she wants to lose weight, so therefore she can still be around for her daughter, to see her daughter grow, etc., etc. It's a good thing that that's one of her motivations, but the sad thing is, her family don't see it the same way. Why can't her family see that if we don't allow our daughter to do what she's gonna do to better health, we're gonna lose her? And remember, if they lose her, then that means they're gonna have to look after her daughter too. What if if they accept their responsibilities? But it doesn't have to come to that. It should come from all support. Don't worry, girl, we got your back. Let's make this happen. Anything you need, I'm gonna be here to support you. But nah. A lot of selfish people in this world, ladies and gentlemen, and sometimes those people are our own blood. But just because they are our own blood, it doesn't mean that we have to tolerate or respect their opinion, especially when their opinion isn't the right one for ourselves. Because at the end of the day, only we know what's best for ourselves, because only we know ourselves best as individuals. As long as we're good at self-reflection, we know ourselves best. You see what I'm saying? Nonetheless, though, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. We'll talk about it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, peace.